Amazon keyword research can be very daunting as a beginner, but that is why in this video, I'm going to break it down into 5 simple steps. We are the Amazon Whisperer, a boutique full-service account management partner. We help Amazon sellers who are doing over $50,000 in revenue per month grow their sales by up to 30% in just 90 days. The first thing that you need to know when starting out with keyword research on Amazon is some of the terms that are involved. Let's start with keywords. What are they? Also known as search terms, keyword phrases, keywords are simply the words that a customer types into the search bar on Amazon when they are looking for a product. Next, we have indexing and ranking. Indexing means that your product is searchable when someone searches for that keyword phrase. If that keyword is in your listing, Amazon will index you for it. Now, ranking is where on the search results page your listing actually shows up. This is relevant when we talk about page 1 and top of page 1 placements. It is where your product is on the page, not just if it is searchable or not. Next up is search volume. This is the monthly amount of searches that a keyword phrase or search term receives. Now that you're familiar with some of the basic SEO terms on Amazon, we can dive into the actual keyword research process. You need to start by selecting a software to conduct all of your keyword research. The 2 softwares that I recommend the most are Helium 10 and DataDive. Using one of these tools will make your life so much easier during the keyword research process, as you will not have to rely on the Amazon search bar to find mostly irrelevant keyword phrases. These tools have access directly into Amazon's backend, so they know how many searches a keyword phrase is receiving each month and all the other different metrics that go along with it, even down to how many listings are competing for that same keyword phrase. Once you have settled on what tool you're going to use, you need to start creating your master keyword list. The master keyword list is essentially a bank where you keep all of the different keywords that you find during the research process. You'll now start by running a search on the seed keyword phrase of your product. This is a phrase that most effectively describes your product. For example, if you are selling running shoes, then running shoes is your seed keyword phrase. The purpose of this search is to find the broader category terms that you can target in your listing. You now want to start applying some filters to this search. First of all, you want to filter out any keyword that has under 500 monthly searches. Keep in mind though that the amount of monthly searches a keyword receives are going to differ a lot depending on what category or what niche you are in. For some niches, 500 monthly searches is very low, while for other niches, 500 searches per month is on the high end. So depending how many searches your niche is averaging, that's where you will want to set your minimum amount of monthly searches. You should also be looking at the amount of competitors that are competing on that keyword phrase. You don't want to be targeting phrases that have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of competitors all competing for those placements. It's going to be so much harder for your listing to actually compete and show on page 1 for these types of keywords. Lastly, you need to focus on relevance. Find keywords that are actually relevant to your product. If you use keyword phrases that aren't relevant to your product, you'll just end up confusing the Amazon algorithm, and Amazon could end up indexing you for a keyword that is not what your product actually is. You don't want to be indexed for formal business shoes if you're selling a running shoe. After you've found all of these category specific keywords, you now want to dig down deeper and look at the competitors. See what keywords they are performing on. You can do this by finding the top 10 competitors that your listing is actually going to be competing against and then running a reverse ASIN search on them. Again, you want to utilize filters to filter out any keywords that have a low monthly search volume. You also want to find keywords where 5 or more of the 10 competitors are ranking on. If just one competitor is ranking on that keyword, chances are high that it's not going to be very valuable. But if all 10 competitors are ranking on the same keyword, then that is a keyword that you definitely should be putting in your own listing. Lastly, you want to look at where your competitors are showing up in the actual placements for that keyword phrase. If a competitor is showing near the top of page 1, like in the top 10 results, and they're getting a lot of sales, chances are high that they are pulling in a lot of sales from that keyword phrase. You should be learning from the competitors that are doing well and that are performing well in the market. Find out what their SEO strategy is by seeing which keywords they're ranking for, where they're ranking on the page, and also how many sales are related to that keyword each month, and then use those keywords in your own listing. Now take all of the different keywords that you found during this process and combine it all into your master keyword list. This is going to include your broader category specific keyword phrases, as well as the keyword phrases that your competitors are ranking on. You should now have a list of keywords that are all relevant to your product, have high monthly search volume, and are proven to generate sales through competitor performance. This list is going to become your war chest for both SEO optimization and setting up PPC campaigns. You will continuously be using these keywords in every different sphere of Amazon. It is important to note that this master keyword list is not going to be an evergreen list of keywords for your listing. Search volume and popularity change over time, so a keyword phrase that may have 500 searches in June, by the time October rolls around, it could be averaging 100 searches per month. Now, if that specific keyword was in your title, that's fine in June because it has high search volume, but in October, now it's only getting 100 searches per month. That is a big waste of the valuable keyword real estate that your title is. Make sure to always be monitoring your listing's performance and also monitor keyword rank on an individual basis. Don't just look at the overall performance to see how many impressions your listing is getting, but you want to make sure that your listing is ranking in the top 10 for those highly relevant high search volume phrases. Also, by running new keyword research, you can find keywords that have dropped in popularity or new keywords that have arrived on the scene. You want to re-optimize your listing's SEO every 2 to 3 months to make sure that you never fall behind the competition. If you're an Amazon seller doing over $50,000 per month in sales and you want to scale by up to 30% in just 90 days, go to the link in the description down below to schedule a free consultation call with us.